So, you know that we have a weekly conversation, and it's a conversation just between you and me. And this week, what I wanted to talk to you about is something that my coach said to me a couple years ago, probably, and it has just stuck with me, and it has become sort of a guiding post to kind of the condition of my heart, if that makes sense to you. So this will resonate with you Enneagram 3s, or you competitive people, or high achievers, anything like that. So I was lamenting to him, and I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm selfish. And he's like, why would they think you're selfish? Okay, so that was the first conversation. Why would they think you're selfish? And I said, well, because I've got big goals, and I know that when I have big goals, I get very tunnel visioned, and I get a little bit obsessed, perhaps, and I get a little bit self-focused, and I am super competitive, and like that. And he said, okay, so you don't want people to think you're selfish. I'm like, I'm so concerned that they're going to think I'm selfish. And he said the words that would change my life. He goes, then don't be selfish. And that right there, it took me a minute. I was like, okay, so just don't be selfish? Like you're saying just don't be selfish. What he was saying to me in that moment was, no matter how you're wired, no matter if you're the nicest person in the world, you're the most competitive person in the world, you are the most giving, you're the most introverted, you're like, whatever the dynamic is, you are not going to please everybody. You cannot control what other people think of you. And you are not a taco, right? Can we all agree that you are not a taco? You cannot please everybody. So instead of constantly worrying about what the other side thinks, just don't be selfish. So I can't control if other people think I'm selfish. This is just, we're not talking about me being selfish. We're talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about. You can't control blank that other people think about you, but you can control if it's true or not. And that right there, I was like, okay, so it was such a stress reliever of, I can stop worrying about what other people are thinking. I can just worry about the condition of my heart. I can just worry about my intentions. I can just worry about my behaviors. Like, I can just be here and control what I can control. I don't have to control everything and everybody. And if you are sort of like me, where you may have some control issues, raise your hand. I got all of them, all the control issues. But you also do care what other people think of you. You don't want to come off as blank, whatever the thing is. You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to be manipulative. You don't want to be too loud. You don't want to be too opinionated. You don't want to be too bossy. Whatever the thing is, then just don't be. I am in sales, as you guys know, and I talk to a lot of women